I miss the man I was yesterday before I woke up to find out that Nintendo made probably the worst update they could have. Again, just burying, like, just digging the hole deeper. That's all they're doing, is just digging the hole deeper. They keep, like, the last change, the last update that was needed was this. We did not need this. And I find it crazy. So basically what they did is, before, you had three options here. So now the arrows here means we're going to drive to the track from Bowser's Castle. And usually what we would do is we click random because we want to play a 3-circuit track. We don't want to play a highway connector track. We want to play a 3-circuit track. A 3-lap circuit track. Whatever you want to call it. Traditional Mario Kart. But now, and look, everyone's still picking random because it's still the best thing to do. But now, you're not guaranteed an intermission. Oh, I'm trying not to call it intermissions. Guys, don't call it intermissions. They're not intermissions. But it's just... Well, I don't want to say I don't know why they did this. I know why they did this. Because they're petty. And they're upset that no one... They have the data, and they're upset that no one is playing... Like... the tracks, the tracks I say in quotation marks. No one's playing the routes that they created and that they spent time on.
Why don't they like it? We spent $250 million on this.
No one asked for. No one kind of wanted this. They spent time and money on a feature that no one really wanted. And like, here's the thing, I don't hate these highway tracks, right? So I'm trying to like be cohesive. I'm also like I don't have a script. I'm just going off while I play. It's like, I don't hate these tracks. They're good every like once in a while. They're good like every 6 or so like standard traditional 3-lap races. I'm fine with having a little highway connector track in between. But now it's just all the time. Now you just can't click random. So what they did is now when you hit random, it chooses from the 3 options available. So if you have 3 connector highway tracks as your options, when you click random, it's going to choose from that 3 and random. You're basically rolling the dice twice when you're picking random. Instead of before, where random was like truly random, like you get like a random course. Now it's like, okay, you pick random because you didn't like the courses in front of you. So instead of picking a different course, we're gonna just we're gonna pick for you. We're gonna pick one of these 3 courses for you. That's basically what it is now. And now you're just playing. Now you have no agency. You have no control over what you want to play. I thought that like the highways were fine for Knockout Tour, and some say, oh, Knockout Tour is like not the same thing as playing these like connector tracks. I'm like, it is. It's more similar than it is to have it being in this mode. Like, Knockout Tour is more similar to this than it being in Grand Prix. Or not Grand Prix, like races. And like, I'm not, like, if you like these, that's fine. I'm glad. I'm glad you like these. But just understand that 90%, I'd say like 99% of the community does not care for these part of the tracks. It's just begging. I say that as well because I just tried front running and I got like my ass destroyed. Now I pulled up a golden shroom, and just like that, I got third. I would have probably got second if that guy didn't have a bullet in second, which proves my point. He had a bullet in second. Begging is what you do until you get to the final track and take an amazing shortcut. It's like, I don't want to beg. That's not even about it. People are throwing around this like this casual, like competitive. That doesn't even matter. I don't even care about casual versus competitive. It just isn't as fun for anybody, and the novelty will wear off, and it has worn off for a lot of people. Again, I think they can coexist. We can have 2 separate modes. We can have like a rally mode where you play these connector tracks to a track, and we can have our standard races where we play the traditional 3-lap Mario Kart. I think that's a pipe dream, and I think I think like the best option and how I would like it is just always have at least one option be a standard Mario Kart track. Look, we have Airship Fortress down here. Now, so in a normal, how we usually do it is like you don't pick Mario Circuit or Moving Meadows if you have no interest in playing a connector track. You want to play three lap traditional Mario Kart, you pick Airship Fortress. We're going to pick random. And what random is going to do is going to select from 3 of those courses, one of those options, including random. So after you click random, you have a 25% chance of actually getting random and actually getting a 3. So you're clicking random, you're not even relying on it landing on random, you're relying on it to then the game to choose random again for you. You're rolling another dice, essentially. So here we go, Airship Fortress. Hey, we did it, folks. Now you're only, like, this is your main way of getting a 3 lap track. It's just to hope one shows up and everyone picks it, because random doesn't work. Random is still what you're going to want to do. We still want to pick random. It's better than nothing, but it's not reliable anymore. Because, and the reason why Nintendo did this, is because we're not playing the way they want us to play it. We're not using the cool new gimmick that they added. It's just petty. And like they could be oblivious. There's a world where they just saw that everyone was picking random, and it was like maybe an oversight to have random always give you like a standard 3 lap track. Maybe that was an oversight, but it wasn't listed under bug fixes. They had bug fixes listed, and it was not under bug fixes. It was its own setting, and it said adjusted, not fixed. Meanwhile, other stuff said fixed. So it's not a bug fix. This isn't a bug fix. Because we know what it's worded like when it is a bug fix, and it was not worded like that. Sorry, I'm really jumping around, but I have so much to say. I'm just honestly baffled by this move. This helps no one. This benefits no one. Other than Nintendo's ego. That we have to play this a certain way. And we have to play it their way. It's their way or the highway. Quite literally. And I know this is going to kill the game for a bunch of people. It probably is for me too. Intermissions are nice, and there are some good night. I'm trying not to say intermissions, guys. We need to not call it intermissions because it's incorrect. If we're gonna like start like a boycott or a movement, we need to call it by the correct name and not the incorrect name. I don't know what the correct name is, but I do know intermissions is incorrect. And there's a setting for intermissions, which just meant like no time in between each track in Grand Prix. We can't call it that, because if we call it that, Nintendo is going to think that we mean that. We have to be concise with what we want, and we have to not call them intermissions when we're making like these movements, these tweets and these videos and stuff. We have to call them highways. We have to let them know that these connected tracks specifically is the problem, not that intermissions setting. It's just ridiculous. I'm not the one to call for a boycott, and I don't expect anyone to boycott, honestly. Although I think that's like the only way it's gonna work. Because one, they saw the data and they saw that no one were picking the highway tracks, the connected tracks. And they saw that everyone was picking random, because they knew that it always gave you, picking random always gave you a 3 lap track, a traditional Mario Kart experience. See, I'm gonna pick random. We got Starview Peak. I'm picking random, and they're like, "No, that can't happen." It's just, it's the last thing it's gonna kill it. And like, the only option is to deal with it, or do like competitive. But one, I don't want to do competitive. Because the issue of competitive is, one, it's 12 players. I don't want to play with 12 players. I want to play with more than 12 players. I want competitive to be at least 16 players before I even consider it. And I also don't want to be forced into competitive. I want to play it when I'm ready to play it. And like 3, that's just not how it should work. People just want to hop in and play Mario Kart. They just want to hop into Worldwide and jump in and get like a quick slice because that's what you can't do with competitive. You go in, you got to play 12 races back to back in a certain time frame at a certain time. And it's just crazy about the roundabouts ways you have to go to play the game. They do not want us to play the game we want to play. It boggles the mind. I think these can coexist. Just always give us an option. Always have one option there. That's not like how we had Starview Peak and Airship Fortress back to back there. That's nice. It should be like that every single time, but I know it's not like that every single time. But it should be like that every single time. I bet you they won't do that because they know no one's gonna pick it. And rather than swallow the pill that it's not like that, what they tried was severely flawed and didn't work, they're just gonna force it on us. They're gonna shove it down our throats. And I don't hate that's the thing. I don't think anyone really hated the connector tracks, but we're gonna hate them now. You know, it's like an egg salad sandwich. I'm not a big fan of them. I'll eat it, but I'm not a big fan of it. It's all right. Now, if you make me eat one every day, I'm not gonna like it, and I'll probably hate it. And that's probably what's gonna happen. Is that like I'm fine with them in small doses, these like connector tracks. But if you make me play them all the time, I'm really not gonna like them after that. And like I said, this just ruins the online experience. This helps nobody. This just fuels Nintendo's ego because we're not playing the way they wanted to play. I sound like a broken record at this point. That's all I have to say is that, like, if you like this, honestly, good for you. I'm happy for you. But just understand that a lot of people don't like this. And this is not how a lot of people want to play this game. It's so, I don't know. That's all I have to say. I hope this gets reverted. I don't think it will, honestly. And I don't think it will anytime soon. People say, like, Nintendo listened to us with the Mario Kart DLC. You know, we didn't want Waluigi Wiggler anymore, so they like patched out. Well, one, got replaced by something else, and two, yeah, I'm sorry, I don't think anyone's waiting like another like 4 years for there to be a booster course to replace this, like, or to fix the issue. I just don't think that's happening. And even so, like, it took him 3 weeks to do this. I'll honestly surprised if they do fix it. It'll take another 3 weeks. So I want to be wrong. I want to be proven wrong, but I do not think this will change. I think this is life now for Mario Kart World, at least in the short term. So we either got to deal with it, move on. Like, those are our two options. I don't know. Nintendo, please fix this. Please change it. I want to love your game. This game, I don't want to go back to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I'm sick of that game after 11 years. And you know what? I feel like the lamest moment in this game is like still better than the most exciting moment in Mario Kart 8. Because this game, the tricking, like the wall riding and the rail grinding is amazing. And it's best shown on the freaking courses. But they don't want us to play the courses, so we can't use this mechanic that they added to its full potential. And then now, if you want to, like, practice, there's no point in practicing. There's no point of doing time trials to practice, really. You have one shot to make the shortcut, and if you don't, then whatever. Like, just... And you're going to be bagging anyways and sitting at the back anyway, so you don't even want to be taking the shortcuts. Not the extreme ones anyway, just the ones that just cut, like, all of the off-road. I don't know. Mario Kart World is one of those games I'm so upset about because I love the game so much. I really do love this game. I have so many hours on this game. I've been playing this game every day since it came out. I come home from work and I play this game for like 5 hours. It's so bad. But because the game is so fun, and every time I tell myself I'm gonna stop, I can't stop. I can't put the game down. Whether it's because I'm on a losing streak and want to win, or I'm on a winning streak and don't want to stop because I'm in the zone. And it's just, yeah, and it's just watching something you know can be so amazing just fall short right at the finish line. And it makes you more like upset than anything. It's worse than just having the game be like a piece of garbage, like a piece of shit. Because at least it's a piece of shit, you can acknowledge that and move on. But this game is actually good. That's the problem. This game is actually good. You just have to dig through all the shit. The foundation is so good on this game, but it's just held back by a couple of, I want to say, small yet big decisions. The small decisions that add up into like big issues, I would say. And this being one of the big ones. Again, preferably they make a second mode where it's like, okay, you can play the rallies or you can play the standard tracks, the standard Mario Kart we all know and love. But honestly, I feel like the solution they'll do, if anything, the perfect middle ground, is just always have an option. Just always have one of the 3 options be a standard course. That's it. And that's all it'll take me to make me happy. I don't think we should alienate either one. And I don't hate highway courses. They're fine in small doses. I don't hate their existence. My other videos, I'm not defending them, but I've always been clear that I don't mind them that much. I don't think they're a stain, but they might be if that's all I'm forced to play and it's shoved down my throat. Whatever. I've tried to end this video like 3 times already if I keep talking, but that's it. Nintendo, please change it for the love of God. I love this game.